Welcome back to the third video in which we look at the Easy Photo Editor. This is our image manipulation software. To open up a new screen, we highlight the photo editor, we click on New, and in just a moment this will bring us a screen, and here we have our manipulation options. Now again, I'll just mention this is a very basic fundamental piece of software. It's very easy to use. Note the menu options just as before. We can generate a new editing screen. We can save it. We can save and close. We can save and generate a new screen. We can cancel and just simply close. So how do we bring in a document? How do we bring in an image? We right click on load, and we'll click on pictures, and here I will go ahead and let's open up our Simplicity splash screen. There it is. Now what do we do? Well, let's say we want to adjust the scale. We can shrink this. Oops, there we are. And you see that it alters the scale. We can adjust brightness, for example. There we are. We can adjust the hue angle a little bit, see, as such. Rotate and flip. There we go. Just to give you an idea. Perspective. See, we can tilt it, we can make it right or left. We can round the corners a little bit. Reflection, we can add reflection. And there we go. And we have some effects such as with Polaroid. Let's see here. Let's see what we can do. Dim. There we are. So we add a little bit of a Polaroid photo effect. Mail stamp, if we want to do that. Let's see. Here we are. Create a bit of a shadow. Let's try something else here. There we go. There we are, and we're generating some drop shadow around the image. And that's really about it. There's very little to explain. It sort of explains itself. Now let's say we want to save this image. Now, in order to truly save the image, we're going to need to save it to your hard drive. And I'll just label this as test, and you can save it as a PNG or GIF, JPG, or bitmap BMP. So we'll go ahead and just save it. We're done with it. Now you can also save a version of it by in the software itself. But again, the image editor here is not a file saver program. However, having said that, we can save a version, and I'll show you what I mean. We'll save and close. Pardon me. There we go. There we are. And when you save images, you save a version, and it's going to look like this. But again, and the reason it appears like this is that even though it's saving the image, we're not really saving the file per se. That is, we're not able to name it and save it as a JPG or a PNG within the software itself. If we want to save the file within the software, we have to go back to File Cabinet, and we'll open it up, and we'll create a new screen, and we'll generate new. And it's sort of closing the circle here. Let's find our image somewhere down here in my files. Here we go, and we'll open it up. There we go. We have our test PNG, and now we'll save and close. And here we have our test PNG. And I'll just take a moment here and create another category named test. And we'll save and close. And there we are. Let's double click on test. Okay, here is our test PNG. We'll double click. There it is. And there is our image right here, saved as a file within the File Saver program. Within the File Saver program. And we'll close and close, and we'll come back to the Easy Photo Editor here, and here is our sort of our draft image. We'll go ahead and click on it, and there it is. If you want to delete it, simply delete, and that's the end of it. I apologize again for the alert sound. Here we are, and we can now delete the image, and we're done with it. And that's about it. And again, this is very minimal, basic photo editor, image editing functions. It almost runs itself. And that's the end of the video. And I appreciate you taking the time and giving the software your attention.